Browns QB Shedeur Sanders compared to Joe Burrow for sharing one elite trait. Shedeur Sanders led the Cleveland Browns to a 24-10 win over the Las Vegas Raiders in his first game as a starter. As the rookie quarterback sets himself up for his second NFL start on Sunday against the San Francisco 49ers, Sanders is already drawing big comparisons to an AFC North rival, Joe Burrow. Analyst Emory Hunt compares Shedeur Sanders to Joe Burrow. After just 2 NFL games, Sanders has impressed enough to be likened to another AFC North quarterback. CBS Sports analyst Emory Hunt said Sanders shares one elite trait with Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Burrow. Sanders and Joe Burrow share the same elite trait that I love about quarterbacks, and then Danny Cannell kind of touched on it with Jalen Hurts, is the fact that they have the IT factor, Hunt said. You couldn't tell if they're up 20 down 20, but you want the ball in their hands when the chance to go win the game, they'll come through. Hunt also noted a downside to the comparison. Now, the negative side of the Joe Burrow comp is what we've seen play out in college and also in the NFL for both guys. We've seen them take some monumental sacks, and there lies the Burrow comp. Sanders went 11 of 20 for 209 yards, with 1 touchdown and 1 interception in the win over the Raiders. He was graded C- in PFSN's quarterback impact QBI, rating with a 72.8 score, ranking him as the 15th best QB in Week 12. More coming 7-round 2026 NFL mock draft. Dante Moore and Fernando Mendoza top board. David Bailey rises. The Browns improved to 3-8 with a rookie and showed more life on offense as he stepped in for the injured Dillon Gabriel. Sanders humble after impressive NFL debut as starter. Sanders has also spoken about the motivation that continues to drive him. He hasn't forgotten how draft night unfolded, when he slipped to the 5th round as the 144th overall pick despite projections placing him in the early rounds after his standout career at Colorado. I got skipped by everybody, at least 5 times, Sanders said. I still got an opportunity to play, so why can I be mad? Money's different. Thankfully, I got a good family. Although Hunt has remained consistent regarding Sanders, the CBS Sports analyst had maintained the Burrow link well before the 2025 NFL Draft, pointing to Sanders' strengths as a passer. Touch, timing, accuracy, anticipation. He has all of those things. All the knots on Shedeur Sanders, not overly athletic, doesn't have the strongest arms, and not real big, sound a lot to me like a guy that went 1st overall in Joe Burrow, Hunt had said. While Sanders wasn't selected in the 1st round or anywhere near number 1, he has already climbed into a starting role and could make several teams regret passing on him with each performance. Browns QB Shedeur Sanders compared to Joe Burrow for sharing one elite trait, a creative 1,000-word piece. Cleveland has seen quarterbacks come and go, hope rise and collapse, and promise flicker like a dying stadium light. But every once in a while, something or someone hits different. This season, that someone is Shedeur Sanders. And if you listen closely to the rumblings around the league, analysts are beginning to whisper a comparison nobody expected this fast. Shedeur Sanders and Joe Burrow. Not because of the statistics, not because of the arm talent, not even because of the cool aura both carry like a natural extension of their uniform. The comparison comes down to one very specific, very elite trait, a trait you can't teach, can't simulate, and can't fake. Poise. The kind of poise that turns chaos into clarity. The kind of poise that lets a quarterback breathe when 300-pound linemen are trying to fold him like laundry. The kind of poise that makes a sideline believe, even when the scoreboard says doubt. And on a cold Cleveland afternoon, that trait revealed itself in brilliant color. The moment everything changed. The Browns' offense had been struggling. Protection was shaky, timing was off, and the receivers seemed a half-step out of phase. The stadium murmured with restlessness, the kind Cleveland fans have mastered after years of quarterback uncertainty. But Shedeur didn't look rattled. Not once. On the opposite sideline, defensive coordinator Mark Koenig stared at his tablet, frustrated. We hit him 7 times, he barked. How is he still getting the ball out on time? He's got that Burrow thing, a defensive assistant muttered.